All right, welcome to the Snare Spotlight number 4. This video is going to feature the Canopus Neo-Vintage M1, otherwise known as the NV50 M1. The NV50 M1. This snare drum, I'm going to show it to you in a second here. This snare drum is a 3-ply maple gumwood shell, 8 millimeters. So it's 3 plies, maple, gum, maple. The inner ply is maple. 6.5 by 14. The snare drum is, my snare drum, that is in the vintage pearl wrap. Which I love. Classic throwback. Perfect for a vintage drum that's neo-vintage. Neo, new, meaning new. From the 50s, you know, so it's derivative of the 50s. And so why not have a wrap that features that brings that out even more. Brass lugs, 8 brass lugs, brass straight hoop on this snare drum. So there's no flange. It's a straight hoop, which is reminiscent of the vintage style drums. And I'm convinced that gives it a certain sound. Not only the brass material, but the straight hoop gives it a certain material or a certain sound that is easy to play. It's comfortable and really great on Rimshots. That's really great. So comfortable. And just, I love that pop, pop, pop. It's kind of sound. Very dynamic. It's not overly too loud. This particular snare drum comes with the vintage snare wire that Canopus is so famous for. The best snare wires in the business, hands down, by far. And so it comes with that. It also has the, like all Canopus drums throughout all of their lines, the leather bolt-tight washers on all of the tension rods. Let me show you that. I don't know if you can see up close, but see the tension, see the leather little guy in there, little washer. The bearing edge is what they call the Canopus original bearing edge shape. And if I were to take this head off, I would be able to show you that. But I don't know what that looks like. If I was to take a guess, it's kind of probably, well, kind of look. Honestly, I don't know. It doesn't look like a very steep angle. I don't know. This is, quote, the driest sound of the Neo-Vintage series. That's what Canopus says on their website. And I agree with them. It's a very dry sounding drum. It's a very articulate drum. Warm and fat sound. Classic 1950s sound. I love it. I absolutely love it. It's so inspiring to play. The list price for this is around $1,200 for this particular drum. I just looked it up online, and right now it is $872.99 at the Drum Center of Portsmouth. So if you want to buy it right now, go to their website and get you one because you won't regret it. All right. Right now, the drum heads that I have on it are the Aquarian brand, and this is the single ply texture coated on the top batter head, and on the bottom we have a Aquarian classic clear snare side. Nothing but the best, folks. Nothing but the best. So I'm gonna take you through some more playing. I'm gonna tune it down. Right now it's at a medium. I would say like a medium high tuning, and it's pretty much where I like to keep this drum. This drum is my main jazz snare drum, for lack of a better term. I've gone through different drums over the years that I use as my main sort of straight ahead jazz snare drum. This drum is just completely blows away the competition when it comes to any kind of acoustic music of any kind, really, not just straight ahead jazz. I mean, I've brought this snare drum in to play with the Nashville Symphony. It sounds so good. Even just playing backbeats. Let me play a few like grooves with this drum. All right. The first groove I'm gonna play is without any rim shots. Okay. I'm just gonna be playing straight on the head. All right, now I'm going to give you some rim shots. Okay. So, let's tune it down and see what we come up with. For a while, I did have this drum tuned down and was playing it like that, and it was cool. So I'm excited to kind of experience that again. Okay, so it's down a little further. It's not like super low, but it's still... Man, it's such a great drum. I'm going to put this snare weight on there and dampen it up a bit. love it. I wonder what happens if we just take it down a little further. Are you ready for this? Pretty interesting. I like it. I mean, it's not crazy. I'm not crazy about it. There's other drums I think that are better at that, like real low, gushy, gush, you know. But it's a very warm. It still retains all of its sensitivity. Got a real like Jim Keltner kind of thing going on. Actually, it's really quite good. Really quite good. I've never tuned it down that low before, so this is great. I'm learning stuff too. All right, let's bring it all the way, like way back up now. All right, we've got it cranked. Yeah, it's really sexy. It reminds me, I was just playing a groove that's kind of reminded me of like a meters groove or something like that. So, man, it's such a versatile drum. So I really, really, really recommend this drum. Canopus makes some of the best drums on the planet, I swear to you. I've been playing their snare drums for quite a few years now, and I own more and more of them. In fact, I'm thinking about selling off some of the other drums that I own because I don't really use them anymore because I have these great Canopus drums, and I do endorse them. I love them. I endorse them, and I just want to play these drums out, you know, both in public, you know, on gigs, shows, tours, and also here in the studio. And whenever I do a session, I bring Canopus drums with me because they are just the best in the biz. They're just the best drums that money can buy. That's my opinion. And I've played a lot of drums over the years. So, you know, these drums, you know, they have different drums, different lines, you know, so whatever your needs are, they have whatever you're looking for because they have a very versatile line of snare drums that they offer. So whether you're a jazz guy or a rock guy or a R&B guy or a country guy or whatever whatever it is that you specialize in that you normally play, they have it. They really do. I can't recommend them enough. Yeah, so I've owned this drum for a few years now, and I just, I've used them on, I've used this snare drum on a lot of straight ahead jazz gigs around town, on a couple of sessions, both here in the studio. In fact, I just did a song with this snare drum last month on a Christmas tune called Warm for December by Tori Martin, and which that song just was released about a week ago. So go out and listen to that. It's brushes. It's all brushes. I mean, if you want, I can show you some brushes on the drum. Oh, you know what? I'll show you brushes, but before I do that, I'm going to show you some rim click stuff as well. Let me get the drum back into like a medium high tuning, which is where I started from. All right. Okay. Here's the rim click first. Okay, real quick, I'm going to give you some brushes. All right, well, there you have it. The Canopus Neo Vintage NV50 M1. 6.5 by 14. I love this drum. I love this drum. I will never part with this drum. Go get one. Seriously, go get one. You will not regret it. All right, guys, that's it for this video. Thanks for tuning in to the Snare Spotlight. This was long overdue. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Check me out on patreon.com/BrianZach. Go to my website for drum lessons, brianzach.com. And I will see you guys on the next video. Bye for now.